Good Morning Britain star Narinder Kaur has been slammed by her followers for labeling Britain and the royal family embarrassing. It comes after Donald Trump threatened to sue the BBC for $1 billion, following accusations that the broadcaster had misled viewers by splicing together parts of a speech made by the US president. The BBC confirmed it has received a letter from President Trump and will respond directly in due course. Two of the BBC's most senior figures, Chief Executive of BBC News Deborah Turnes and Director General Tim Davie, stepped down from their roles on Sunday amid the scandal. Having her say on the matter, Narinder tweeted on X, "We spent millions in taxpayer money so the royal family could parade Trump around in a golden carriage like some sort of visiting emperor. And now he's threatening to sue the BBC for $1 billion. This country loves embarrassing itself for the wrong men." One person argued back in the comments section, "It was the BBC that embarrassed the UK, not the royal family. They were just entertaining our strongest ally." Another also disagreed with Narinder and argued, "Spent millions which could have fed so many families. Except it did anyway. Money spent went on wages. Windsor staff, military staff, who were paid anyway, local businesses supplying flowers, food more. Money that went to employees who spend it feeding their families." A third also said, "I didn't realize the royal family and the BBC were the same thing." Meanwhile, another person commented, "I'm no fan of his, but the BBC were complicit in stitching two segments of a speech together, thus spreading a false narrative. To most Brits, he was inciting violence. His speech, in its entirety, suggests otherwise." Following the BBC scandal emerging, Tory leader Kemi Badenoch MP reacted to the news and said, "It's right that Tim Davie and Deborah Turnes have finally taken responsibility and resigned from the BBC." Former Home Secretary James Cleverly added, "The BBC's problem was a failure to recognise its own bias. I raised this issue with senior BBC management on numerous occasions. Credulous reporting of Hamas propaganda as fact, selective editing of President Trump, not pulling the Bob Villain feed, the rebuke of Martine Croxall, etc. etc. They saw each mistake as being in isolation and couldn't or wouldn't see a wider pattern. I hope that this episode will trigger a broader look at bias, groupthink, and political fashion within the BBC by the BBC. I want the BBC to succeed. It's a powerful British brand, but it needs a proper kick up the A**** for that to happen. Perhaps this is it."